What?
There are people that would like to know who
I'm sorry.
are. Who are you? Who is John Paul?
Who is John? I think I'm somebody that tries to be John. My sister said the other day to me that I live a very authentic life, and I didn't understand what that meant. And she said, you just are who you are, and you live that way, and so many people guard themselves or hide who they really are because of being accepted or being discriminated against or not fitting into a group. So I think I'm authentic.
My name is Belinda Smith, and I'm an artist.
I'm Ronnie Queenan. I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
I am. Part of John and I's discussion sometimes is just, I am.
My name is Taft McWhorter.
Mainly, I paint high heels and women in high heels.
My father was a minister. My mother was a teacher.
My name is Karen Hatch.
You got it out.
And I'm an artist!
I am an art consultant.
But I'm actually venturing out because of the Escapists. I've been able to venture out into different field of art.
I'm a Renaissance woman and I'm quiet and a third, no.
Artist, consultant, gallerist, and an artist myself.
I was saying that oftentimes when people will say something, they'll describe it with a "to" in front of it. So I'm too passionate, or I feel too much, too deep.
Does that bother you?
I'm just too everything.
Does it bother you?
No. I mean, it used to bother me, but it doesn't bother me.
Are you too?
Yes and no.
I am what I am. My art is me. My art's always changing because I feel like I am always changing. And hopefully that is something we all would like to be, because we really can't be true or be, I think, someone who can help other people in our life on this experience if we are not authentic. That's what we have to offer. Originality, who we are.
If you only had 3 words to describe yourself, what 3 words would they be?
3 words? I like that. I've thought about that before. I would say lover, liver, and painter. Because I live. I think there's probably a better word for that. Because it's not really my liver here. That's what cleans out all the crap, which that does connect to that in some way, your life.
Being a Hispanic, we have this, and I'm gonna say we because I've seen it everywhere, we have this love for color.
I push it every day to try to do new, do better, to evolve. We all have things in our life that challenge us.
And bright, flamboyant color. We're talking about commercial art. Sometimes the more neutral, the better.
In doing that, we decide not to engage in life. So I think we need to engage the issues, and they're not easy.
So it's been kind of a struggle to mix what I have in my heart and what I have in what I've learned over the course of my lifetime.
We said earlier, before we got started, buttons that pushing us, it's about us, and we close the door on the pain, and all it does is it keeps reopening, and every time it kind of resurfaces, it's worse because we haven't addressed it.
I think that being a Latino woman gives me passion. I think that we're very passionate about what we do and what we love to do.
There is something I read in a book, I think it was something about Buddhism, and it was like, here is the secret to all your problems.
And I think that has given me a huge strength in being an artist.
And be like, oh my God, okay, we're always waiting for that thing to give us the bliss and happiness. And it was, whatever it is in your life, lean into it. And I'm like, you mean you still gotta be a part of it? But it's don't take it head on, lean into it slowly. If it's something that's hard, slowly start putting your hands around it. Don't feel like you have to overcome it all of a sudden that day or in that one experience. Just slowly nip away at it, and when you need to retreat and kind of recharge yourself, allow yourself that, and don't think you're crazy because you have to protect yourself as you're living your life and trying to become better. We have to go into the cave, escape sometimes, to allow ourselves to get back to where we need to be, to go out and keep working on that.
Interview tell of being influenced by art at an early age. How old were you when you discovered your passion for art?
I definitely remember it was elementary school, and I think people have heard the story before, but being left-handed, I would render better, I could sketch better, and all the other kids, most of them were right-handed, and their sketches were all bad.
Oh my goodness, I think I was about 12 years old.
I was about 9, 10 years old.
Oh my gosh, I think I was an itty bitty because I had a baby doll and I did not like the way that doll looked.
I was probably around 3 or 4 years old, and my dad had a a workshop back behind our house. He was a graphic artist.
And as a kid's mind, I thought, well, if you just put that pencil in your left hand, you can draw like me.
I was fascinated with the Nagel models, the clean lines, just the graphic nature of them. They made me want to make my own line of Nagel-esque type paintings.
There was a bank building in Lubbock that I used to go to a lot with my mother, and in the lobby they had this big old painting.
So I went and I took scissors and I hacked that baby's hair off until I liked the baby and it looked, like a natural looking baby. So it was my own little art project at that age.
And so at that young of an age, I would go out there with him, and while he's working on things, he would put paper and paint in front of me, and I would just kind of go to town.
But in a real sense of being inspired by art, I think Mom's side of the family there, her dad was a pianist who used to do the traveling show.
And it was a modern art, but it was a Mark Rothko piece of art, and that was kind of what really drawn me into abstract art.
Playboy models. And what he did is he captured their images and pretty much gave them a graphic nature to where they look very digital. And I'm talking back in the 80s where digital wasn't such a huge deal.
Class going by so fast. I mean, it was just like 5 minutes being in art class, and then we'd be on to science or biology or something horrible.
He basically made the human face very, very flat, glamorous.
So hence I have actress in me, I have jewelry design, I have a little bit of all of that, and dance.
Having a parent in the art field continually kept me interested, and so I constantly took art in school, lessons, and it's still a major part of my life.
Son, just tell me you're going to be anything but an artist or in a band or an actor, because that is something that it seems like such a hard career to get started.
You're used to being like confident all your life.
You just said, I don't want to run out of time before I run out of world. And the truer it is to us, the better it is. Friends and family supporting of my art? Yes.
Escapist.